Hi, guys. Welcome back. If you're new to the show, make sure you hit subscribe. And if you've been here before, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Today, we're going to take a look at roommates that are dirty. I think we've all had dirty roommates, but sometimes you have a military type roommate where no matter how clean you think you are, you're kind of dirty in their eyes. So let's check out what these people are dealing with.
I'm gonna go confront my roommate because look at the mess she made. She is literally the worst roommate ever. Okay, you gotta be quiet. Hey, so when I came into the house this morning, I just noticed there was some dirty dishes, and I just wanted to know if you were gonna clean those up because they kind of really smell, and you should really take care of that. Oh, well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Sometimes you got to start with the man or woman in the mirror. So I like how this is starting already. Make sure you hit the thumbs up.
This was my final straw. Oh my God. So she had this fucking fancy ass $200 Nespresso machine that would always motherfucking leak. And I don't know, one day she made coffee and I guess left in a rush. And the Nespresso had spilled everywhere, like in our drawers, had seeped everywhere into like our silverware, our Tupperware. Like there was coffee fucking everywhere. And so I was raised by a Hispanic mother who does not take any shit. And so I
love her.
I took a page from my mom's book and I cleaned the entire thing and I put all the dirty paper towels on her bed.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's hardcore. What would you do if that happened to you? I think you would have to just accept it, but at the same time, I wonder what went wrong with that Nespresso machine. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't know. Oh no, no. Oh my God, that's a nightmare. No.
There's some dishes examples for you guys. So we're just gonna go through. That's what she uses to up at the top, up here. That's what she uses to clean her dishes. As you can see, the tips of it are brown. And the whole back of our sink is molded because she never cleans it. That's our sink. Here's our sink again. This time, oh, there's my stuff. There's my strainer. Some of my silverware.
Now, is anyone thinking this looks gross, but this looks common, right? And I don't like how we're not seeing the rest of the apartment or the rest of the kitchen counter. For all I know, this could be her stuff, right? But if your roommate does do that, which a lot of roommates do, that is the most annoying thing ever.
My noodle thing, my noodle spoon, my, what are they called? Like the pincher things? I don't know what they're called.
Tongs?
They're in there. That's my stuff. That was left like that for 4 days. And I couldn't use the sink because we have a handicap sink, so ours is shallower. So I couldn't use the sink to fill.
Okay, so here's one of my thoughts, right? If you're close to your roommate and you're trying to be friends, just wash the dishes, right? Because all you're doing at this point is grossing yourself out by refusing to do her dishes. And then when she gets home, tell him or her that you did their dishes and they owe you.
To do anything. This is what the drying rack looks like at all times. She never once has ever had it empty. It always looks like that. And her dishes are never clean in it. Her silverware is disgusting in it. It has food all over it. It's sticky. It's gross. And by the silverware in there, I mean Maddie and I's, not even hers. Like, she didn't even bring silverware to the apartment. So that was left for 3 days. The reason there's water in that and not just food anymore is because I had to use the sink. So it got water in it.
This is why roommates don't work. If you can afford to live on your own, because otherwise, imagine finding out that your best friend that you're living with is a mess. It could ruin the friendship. But this is just my opinion. We've seen so many bad houses over the last couple videos that mess didn't look all that bad. And the whole idea that she left a little saucer and a little Tupperware bowl in her sink for 4 days, just rinse it out and wash it. It's not gonna kill ya.
We made it clear that this was the last time that I was going to clean the whole entire place again, but this is me walking home after my 3-day vacation after he said he cleaned the place. And this is what him cleaning the place looks like. When all he did was kind of like unnecessary things that he moved all my stuff above the laundry room that I was going to do anyway because I was going to do the whole entire place. But it's always like this, do laundry And I think this place was like this for 2 weeks, but I just wasn't doing it. I was like, over it. I'm not picking this stuff up. Because right before this, it was perfectly clean and he did it again. And I'm so over it. I'm like, I'm not doing this again. Like, we have 2 months left of living here. We've been cleaning this place every single day since we moved in. I'm over it at this point. Like, you're not, it's really disrespectful to me as a person and all this stuff. And I'm like, literally sent him this whole entire, like, huge long page thing that, like, I'm not going to be his friend anymore and I can't be around people like this. But so he's trying to help. So we're going to see how he's going to be. And it's like even more than just like keeping the place clean. But it's like he would do that. He thinks he clean. Like he just moved my stuff to one other place when the kid.
Yeah, when your idea of cleaning is throwing stuff in the closet and putting a carpet over the ugly floor, right? That's just not cleaning in my opinion either. And as you can see, it looks like he's ready to stop being friends with this person. It's really tough that he's having to deal with that. That is so disgusting.
Are literally disgusting.
Y'all, when I say it's my time to shine, I got a story time. Okay, so last year, I remember I was finding out who my roommate was, right? And she found me on Instagram, so, you know, I'm gonna do what everyone does, and I'm gonna stalk her account. And I saw how she looked, and makeup was on point. She was like a fashionista, a lot of followers. She looked like that girl. And so I'm like, okay, I feel like we're going cool, we're going vibe. Like, we was texting, it was going good. And where I went wrong is I should have set a clear, like, foundation of how we were gonna, like, clean our bathroom and stuff, because we had a share one, right? Because tell me why this girl never cleaned it. I don't think there was one day where she actually cleaned that bathroom. I had to clean it every single time. Not only that, but like the bathroom was like separate from like the sink. So like the bathroom was like one room, and then in the front it was like the sink. And so we both have our sides, right? So tell me why when I would clean it, I would always ask her like, hey, is it okay if I clean her side? Because common courtesy, like we're roommates, of course, it's, you know. But tell me why, like, I'm telling you, when it was her turn, she only cleaned her side. And it wasn't often either, but it was just like, bruh, like, are you serious?
Petty.
Like, I would ask to clean yours, but you're not gonna do the same. Weird. Not only that, but like when I would say hi to her and stuff like that, so her door would be open and I could, you know, see in her room. And tell me why. So she had a bunch of her dirty clothes stacked all the way up. And sometimes I would tell you, she would wait like a month and a half to wash her clothes, so it would just be stacked. And sometimes she would leave it on her freaking bed. And I'm just like, girl, like, you act like, you know, you this pretty girl, high mighty, like everybody knows you on campus, like you one of the known ones, and when you go back home, this is how you live. Like,
I've heard this about pretty girls a lot, that they might look clean with their makeup on, right? They look like they're fresh out of a shower and like they smell like $1,000,000. And then you find out they smell like 1,000,000 cigarettes and garbage, right? Because they have houses where they let clothes pile up and stuff. It is gross. And I agree with her. If you're going to clean the whole bathroom, clean the whole bathroom. Don't just clean your half. Ugh. You want people to be clean. They don't have to necessarily be military clean, but be clean.
A day in the life living with roommates. This is cleared out by another roommate so that other roommates' stuff could just stay here for another week probably, because it's been here for 2 weeks already, catching mold. This is a trash left by said secondary roommates. Trash for 2 weeks, probably growing mold. Me trying to cook in this
looks good.
mess.
That, not so much.
2 weeks. This kitchen is literally never clean. If it's ever clean, the next day back at it, because said roommates don't like cleaning. 2 weeks spaghetti. Yum.
Oh, hell no.
Look at that. It almost looks healthy with the coloring. Look at that. You get a little extra fruity in there, huh? What is that? Yummy. Yum, yum. And yes, I load all my dishes by myself. I don't do nobody's shit. Just gonna get my food and get the fuck out.
The thing that bothers me about people, doesn't have to be a roommate, it can be any person. Some people will leave a bag of trash at people's houses, on their countertops, whatever, and they'll walk by it for the next 2 weeks and just ignore it. Drives me absolutely nuts. Grossest thing ever.
What is an adult problem that nobody prepared you for? Nobody could have prepared me for how hard it is to find good roommates. I have lived on my own since I was 17, and I've had probably more than 17 roommates. People that dip out on paying the rent, people that sign the lease and then decide they want off the lease, closeted racists, people that are secretly doing heroin. I've lived with boyfriends, I've lived with strangers, I've lived with best friends, and it always goes to shit.
It does always go to shit. Don't move in with your best friends. It's the best way to ruin a friendship. Unless they're really your best friend, go for it. Just know they could be messy.
I can't speak for men here, so I'm going to address women. Be very careful when you're selecting female roommates, okay? Yes, ask about the cleanliness, ask about the lifestyle, ask about the schedule, but you need to ask about boyfriends.
Yeah.
You're going to fuck around and end up with 3 female roommates, all of which have boyfriends that stay overnight and come over 5 times a week and stay for 3 days at a time and are there when the roommate is not there.
Ooh,
and
not
you're
good.
going to live in a house with 6 roommates instead of 3. Yeah.
That is so true. For some reason, whenever you move in with people, a lot of times they end up having their partners come over. And then when they're gone and their partners are there on the couch, drives me nuts. All these things happen. That's why when people get their own places, they swear they're never going to have roommates again.
My first year on campus at my college, one of my roommates had a boyfriend, and the boyfriend lived in the same building, but he shared a room with his roommate, and the girl did not. Like, my roommate, she had her room to herself. So he would come over all the time. He just started coming over and coming over and coming over, and he never fucking left. He was probably in our apartment 6 days a week.
See, that's not fair because one of the things you want to do if you're a girl in college living with your college roommate that's also a girl, you want to be able to run around in a t-shirt and your underwear or your pajamas. And if she's got a boyfriend that's over nonstop, it literally takes away from the homeliness of your home. I don't blame her. Not at all.
Like I told y'all, my buddy looking for spots in California, so now we're going to get into another weird Craigslist roommate ad request. Let's do it. So what tripped me out about this one is it only got 2 pictures, and like from the 2 pictures, it's just like he says, just feed my cat, live free, or $900 a month for rent.
What?
So how your cat be acting? That don't make y'all think of that. Like what the hell? What your cat be doing? It's okay, you can tell me. Is your cat a menace to society?
What's up with the cat?
What if you move in, you find out this the cat you watching? Look at this shit.
Oh, wow.
For real, boy, y'all be safe out here.
That was hilarious. I love watching videos with you guys. If you enjoy watching videos with me, hit the thumbs up. Let me know about it in the comments and come back again tomorrow. We'll watch some more videos together. Have a good night.